Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell Plan, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about functional planning. A lot of my videos are super decorative, and you guys know I love decorative planning. It's what brings me back to my planner week after week. But today, we're going to be talking about functional planning and how you can do that in your planner. So many people need a planner to organize their lives. Pretty much every adult honestly needs a paper planner. But you might look at a decorative planner and be very overwhelmed by that and think, I don't need that, I don't want that, I don't have time for that. But you do need to organize your life. So if you're interested in getting a paper planner and you're not sure where to start and you're not sure what to plan for, then this video is for you. When you get your paper planner, the most overwhelming thing to figure out is what you're actually going to plan for in your planner. Once you know what you're planning for, it's pretty easy to plan those things, but it can be difficult to figure out what exactly you need to plan for. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take out a piece of paper. At the top of the piece of paper, I want you to write, what do I need to plan? And then I want you to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to come up with 5 things that you need to plan for every single week in your life. And we're going to write these down. And I think you're going to be surprised that most people have the same top 5 things that they need to plan for, even though some people might be a little bit different. It might change a little bit, 1 or 2 of them, but for the most part, a lot of us have the same things. The first thing that most of us need to plan for is work. That is pretty universal unless you are a stay-at-home mom, although if you're a stay-at-home mom, that's literally the hardest job in the world. So you could still put work because that is literally the hardest job ever. When you're planning for work, it looks like this end of my pen is not going to work. Let me find, these are currently my favorite pens. If you just want a random tidbit, Zebra Sarasa fine liners, they're my favorites. We're going to grab one of these. When you're planning for work, you might need to plan your work schedule. You might need to plan meetings, deadlines, projects, events, and more. Depending on your work, you might even need a separate planner where you just plan for work in that planner and it is separate from the rest. It kind of depends on your job and how much planning you need to do. Some of us need a whole work planner that's separate. Some of us can include it into our regular planner. So that's kind of a decision for you to make. But work is one of the biggest things that people need to plan for. The next thing that people need to plan for is personal things. Usually like personal appointments, gatherings, things like that. So it could be, so we're going to put appointments, events, social connections, things like that. More personal things, even like entertainment, fun things that you're doing, more personal things. Maybe the TV shows that you're watching, the books that you're reading, just more personal things like that. The next thing that the majority of us, especially if you're an adult, have to plan for is household items, household things that you need to find time for or you're never going to get them done. This might be things like meal planning, grocery shopping, cleaning, laundry, yard work, and more. There's a lot more that falls underneath household. At this point, I would suggest that you maybe brainstorm for your own personal life what other things could fall underneath household for you that you need to plan for. What other things fall under personal for you? Because yours are going to be maybe a little bit different than mine. So you don't have to write exactly what I'm writing over here. I really want you to take this activity and write down the things that pertain to you. And these overhead subjects may not even pertain to you. Most of them probably will, but if they don't, you could come up with another overall topic. The fourth thing that most people need to include in their plans is family. This is just family activities, family get-togethers, or events. It might be holidays with your family, birthdays, other events like weddings, graduations, kids stuff, your kids' plans, all of those things kind of fall underneath family. And then the last one, this is one that most of us would forget about or put on the back burner because we don't see it as being quite as important. And that is self-care, which self-care is actually very important and something you really need to find time for. And honestly, without a planner, I don't think I would ever realize or be aware of the extra time I have to squeeze in that self-care. But when you have a planner and your life feels more organized, you kind of are able to visualize and see those pockets more where you can squeeze in the self-care. This might be things like exercise, your favorite hobbies, reading, hanging out with your friends, manicures or pedicures, or just doing things that you love. Okay, whatever you might love, whatever that might be for you, that could go underneath self-care. So these are my personal top 5 things that I have to plan for. Yours might be a little bit different, but I really want you to take the time to write 5 categories down that you need to plan for, list them all out to the side, and then I'm going to show you how you can take this information and put it into your planner in a really practical way using practical stickers. Today is not about a decorative planner. Today is about functional planning, getting things done. Once you have a grasp on that functional planning and how you're going to plan and what you're going to be putting in certain places, then you have a much better approach to bringing in the decorative stickers. Then the decorative stickers are going to complement your plans instead of overwhelming them. It's not going to take up space that you need because you're going to have a better idea of how to use your planner functionally before you add in the decorative. So I want you to do this activity, and then we are going to take this and we are going to turn this into actual plans in our planner. So to turn this into actual plans, I am going to use one of our most functional sticker books, which is our Rainbow Basics. You have a couple of different things you can do when it comes to planning. You could color code things. So you could give each one of these categories a color, which Rainbow Basics makes it really easy to do that. Or you could just come at this of the view of using 1 or 2 colors that are eventually going to coordinate with the decorative stickers that you want to add and just figuring out where to put things. In this video, we're going with just the functional idea. We're probably going to use just 1 or 2 colors. In another video this week, I'm going to come at this same list, but from a color coding aspect. So if you're interested in color coding, come back for Friday's video. No, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's video on color coding this same list. Today we're going to look at more just using functional stickers. Tomorrow we're going to color code, okay? So here we go. We're going to start with, let's just go to one of the sections. I really love this turquoise teal set. It's really cute. Okay, so in this section we have, oh, you know what? One thing I'm going to write down under households that I didn't include was bills. That is definitely one thing that I need. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of look at these things and I'm going to find a place to put them in my planner. So for starters, let's do work, because we said that was probably one of the most important things. So for me, for work, I like to use checklist stickers for the tasks that I need to complete. So I'm going to put some checklist stickers. You could put these all the way across and have all of your checklists at the top. You could put these in random spots throughout your day if you're someone who doesn't really care where they go. It's totally up to you. For this particular spread, I'm going to put them at the top. And I'm going to use them like functionally. Okay, so I want pink, I think, next. So let's go grab some pink ones. And for Friday, because there's not another, I only have 2 checklists per color in this particular book. So for Friday, I'm going to do the same idea, but with dot stickers. So it's still like a checklist, but with dot stickers. Okay, so for me, this is where I'm gonna schedule work things. If it's meetings, I'll write in the meetings. If it's deadlines, I'm gonna put it here. If it's a project, this is how I'm gonna do all of my work stuff. Now, you might say, I don't want a checklist. So you could do it with different boxes you could use to highlight the different things in your life. The next thing I'm gonna do is personal things, appointments, events. So here I'm gonna say, on Sunday, we have church. That's a personal thing. On Tuesday, we have a family event. And on Friday, we have date night. I like to use these boxes to highlight important events because it just draws your eye to them when you're planning and it makes them stick out a little bit more. So then I'm going to go to my pink ones. So these are my personal things, and I'm also going to include, like, you could include a pink dot for like your TV shows. That's a personal thing. Maybe you put them down here for the days that your TV shows are coming on. The next thing I'm going to do is household stuff. So for household stuff, our yard guy comes and cuts our house on Saturday. So I'm going to mark that there. My cleaning lady comes on Thursdays, which means that I need to pick up on Wednesdays. So I'm going to go back over here and we're going to say pick up on Wednesdays. I need to order groceries and do my grocery pickup. I order my groceries on Saturday and then I pick them up on Sunday. So we're going to put order groceries and then pick up groceries. And then we're going to mark, I try to do laundry in the middle of the week and also on the weekends. We're going to put one over here for laundry too. All right. So now we have family things like get-togethers, birthdays, kids stuff. So I am going to put, we have lunch with, or breakfast with my in-laws on this day. So I'm going to put this here. And like right now, you may be like, Heather, I don't remember what you're using all this for. That's okay because I remember. And one thing that might be helpful is as you're putting it down, I am remembering what I'm going to use most of this for. If you don't, you might need to put the sticker down and then go ahead and write in it. I'm just trying to do this a little bit faster. But it might get confusing if you have all these empty boxes and you don't remember what they're for. So it's totally fine if you need to put a box down and then go ahead and write in it. And then the next thing is self-care. So for self-care, I am going to take these habit trackers and I am going to put them down here in the bottom. And I'm going to track 2 habits for the week that relate to self-care. And then I'm also gonna go get a manicure on Monday. And then the last thing that I did not include was bills that are due this week. So we're gonna take these and we're gonna say we have a bill due here and a bill due here. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is you could take this long sidebar sticker and put it over here. You could use this for lots of reasons. A lot of times I use this to track things that I need to get done in the week, but I don't necessarily know when I'm going to do it. But based off of this checklist that we've made of things we're going to plan for, I'm actually going to use this for meal planning because that was one thing I wrote down. So I'm going to put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm going to plan out our meals for the week. So here I'm going to write meal planning. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go fill this in based off of this checklist, how I would fill it all in. And then I'm going to come back and show it to you all filled in so that you can see what it would look like with these plans filled in on just a functional spread. So I will be back. Okay, so I went through and I filled in the plans based on the different stickers that I put on here. Of course, you can put more stickers if you have more things to plan. I love the dot stickers. They're great to fill in some of these extra spots with other things. And then if you're new to decorative planning and you want your planner to be cute, but you need it to be practical more than you need it to be cute, then after you fill in your plans is a great time to then come back and add in those decorative stickers. So since we've got the pink and the teal, it could be cute. These stickers these floral stickers that I'm using are from Rainbow Florals, but you could come and grab some of these floral stickers and just place them in some of your empty spaces and just do kind of like a minimal decorative look. Excuse me. This is like a great way to kind of introduce yourself to decorative planning without going too crazy, just adding a few decorative stickers around your plans once you have your plans written down. Honestly, I think this is a great way to start with one of our planners, really get focused on the practical part of planning, and then you can add in the decorative once you get comfortable with how you're actually going to plan in your planner. So I hope this activity helps you to get comfortable with it. Write out what you need to plan for. Find a place in your planner to plan for all of those things, and then add in some decorative elements at the end. If you're interested in color coding planning, come back tomorrow for that video. It's going to be great, and I'll see you guys then. If you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button, and happy planning.